as often happens with these videos, they're triggered out of a simple conversation or perhaps one remark that someone makes, and this one is no exception. I've been having some discussions recently with someone on a forum who has lost a partner very, very recently and is right in that depth of despair. And it really struck me that when we have these moments of huge stress in our life, that our time scale and our time frame of where we can think of reduces and reduces and reduces and comes right down to seconds, and we live second by second, and we can't focus on anything else apart from the next second. And every second is filled with the thoughts and the reminders that this person has gone and has died. And as time goes on, we find that second we can live every other second, and we're only thinking about it every 2 seconds. And then as time goes on, it might get to living minute by minute, and we go a whole minute without thinking about it or without being intensely immersed in that deep, deep feelings of grief and despair. And then as time goes on, those minutes turn into hours, and the hours turn into days, and the days turn to weeks, and then to months. And that's not to say that we don't think about those people that we've lost in those interim periods. It just means that we're not caught in those deep depths of despair all of the time. And now here's the rub, is that in some ways, living second to second is a great way to live. It's truly living. Think of animals. Think of a dog. Imagine a dog just lying there in the sun, in the garden. And you know how those dogs, they just lie there and they may be asleep and their little eyebrow might go as they hear a fly buzzing around. And all that dog is focused on right at that moment, right on that second, is that fly. They're not thinking, where does my next meal come from? When am I going to go for my next walk? They live second by second. And that is truly living when we live in the now and experience the now. So I think the lesson that we can take from this journey of grief is to identify the good points of living in the now, second by second. Yet allow ourselves to move forwards, to live our lives so that we can actually function. But notice that actually living second by second can also be good. And if we can do that in the good times when we're feeling good, then we are truly alive. What a paradox, huh? What a paradox.